Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Monday. Okay, guys, so we're back with another update on Kyle Richards and Morgan Wade, and probably the one of the most awkward encounters I've ever seen. And it was Jason who showed this to me, actually. I'm going to talk about it, but then also two T's in a pod. I love that they just are fully embracing the messiness of it all and the fact that their BravoCon is probably going to be awkward as hell. Now, before we jump in, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's get right into it.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
Okay, guys, so this is what I wanted to talk about first because there was a video that came out, and I'm going to share it right now with you. It came out from Bravo Housewives. This is a photo of it, but you can see Kyle Richards and all of the girls. They ended up going to a Morgan Wade concert. She brought along Teddi Mellencamp and her sister Kathy. It was very awkward because they're all sitting there like the daughters are dancing, they're having a great time, and then Kathy's just like, I don't even know why the hell I'm here at all to begin with. Like, this is so, what are we doing? And I'm just dying laughing at this because Kathy just does not care. But wait, Teddi Mellencamp had a few things to say about this, and I wanted to talk about that. So we're going to do that. Here, let me stop sharing this. Let me stop sharing this and get back into the Teddi Mellencamp of it all. I think that's where we start. She explained why Kyle Richards tattooed the first letter of her name on her rumored girlfriend, Morgan Wade, on a recent episode of her podcast. And following the release of the season 13 trailer, which saw Kyle tattooing Morgan, amid reports of a romance between them amid her separation from Mauricio, Teddi reacted to the shocking moment and shared why she didn't believe the symbol is that big of a deal. On the October 11th episode of Two T's in a Pod via Heavy, Teddi revealed that she actually spoke with Kyle on the day that she did the tattoo. And during the conversation, Kyle told her that she and the country singer thought her K tattoo was so funny. The reason they put a K is, well, the reason Kyle put a K was because then she could add anything else that she wanted to it. They thought it would be a funny joke, but then of course it is now, turned into so much more. Teddi, do you think we believe this? As for why Teddi wasn't super impacted by the ink, she told listeners that Morgan's K, which is located on her arm, is one of many. She's not super picky about the tattoos that she's putting on her body. If a letter K was tattooed onto my body, it might be more of a red flag than somebody that probably has, I don't know, over 100 tattoos. But in addition to toting a K in Kyle's honor, Morgan also has a matching heart tattoo with Kyle. However, while out with Teddi over the summer, Kyle defended their identical ink, telling Page Six that Morgan isn't the only one that she has matching tattoos with. Teddi and I have matching tattoos. She's not the only one. Although Kyle continues to spend time with Morgan, recently enjoying what was described as a very intimate date at a cafe, she has denied that the two of them are dating. But they are. The thing is what's so awkward about this, and I know people are like, we got to drop this. I feel like they're waiting for like a big announcement. Like, I don't know if they're waiting for the reunion, if they're waiting to put this on Buying Beverly Hills, if they're waiting to do it at BravoCon, if they're never going to do it. I feel like there's a big announcement coming about the separation. And even with the TMZ situation and TMZ catching her at LAX, like, and asking her questions about it. And she's like, you guys have to let this go. It's like, well, you have to understand that you're further fueling all of these rumors by running around with this woman. And yeah, you can do whatever you want, but then when you're going on romantic getaways, you're at all of these cafes, you're traveling up and down the California coast, you're going over to Europe, you're all the time at her concerts. I get that we're filming a documentary, but it's only going to fuel the fire. And I do truly believe, even based off of what sources have said before, that Kyle and Mauricio know how to play the publicity game and they know exactly what they're doing. I mean, that's how I feel about it. But who knows? So Mauricio also addressed the swirling reports about his estranged wife and Morgan telling Extra TV this month that he doesn't believe Kyle is hooking up with Morgan Wade. I don't believe that there was any affairs or anything like that. So I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that. Yeah, period. End of story. he feels like certain events were dramatized in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer. And he said, I don't want to watch it because the reality is Kyle and I know where we stand today. We know where we are, and it's been super dramatized. And I know that. And it has to be in order to be entertaining and capture people's attention. Yeah. Okay. Again, I don't know if I'm buying all of this, but then again, I don't have to. I'm just curious what you guys think. But I wanted to get into the two T's in a pot of it all because they are fully anticipating having drama at this year's BravoCon. Hold on.
I hate your podcast. And I said, excuse me? And I'm like, why? He's like, because you guys are always pissing people off. Are you afraid to go to BravoCon?
If they can't handle our recaps, how are they handling being housewives? We lightly brush over some of your faults.
As I talk to Larsa at Traders, that Teddy really comes after me. I hate your.
I wonder if she's talking about Marcus Jordan because I believe Marcus and Larsa filmed Traders together. And I'm wondering if this is more of a Marcus thing that they're addressing as opposed to well, I don't know. Honestly, how many people can you imagine? I know that there are people who love Tamara and Teddy, but they don't hold back in certain instances and they do ream people. But I do agree with Teddy. You know, it's like one of those things. It was like last year when I went to BravoCon and I introduced myself to 2 different Bravo celebrities and they were like, oh, now you want to sit here and you want to be nice to me? And I was like, I've never met, I was just saying hi. Well, do you remember what you said in your recap? And I was like, I do tons of recaps. No, it must have been something in the moment that I saw on your episode that I probably had an opinion about. And that's okay because you're on a reality show. And a lot of times these people who are on reality shows make asses out of themselves. This is not news. This is kind of how they've been doing it for a long time, but there was more.
Gina asked Shannon what her children's names are. Shannon said,
no, not this one. This one.
why were you on a trip with Ryan in Cabo?
Oh, yeah, I'll explain that.
Lost on that.
He was going to Cabo and he had Heather was going, another one of his friends was going. And he said to Eddie, hey, you want to go to Cabo? And
Jen is not there.
Jen is not there. No, Eddie decided, he decided. He's like, yeah, we'll go. And I'm like, really? Because I thought for a million years he'd say no, because we didn't really know him that well. Very superficial. He started crying and he said, there's something I have to tell you. And I said, what? He's like, I've been having an affair with Jennifer. She's married. He's like, yeah, her husband found us. I go, does Will know? Yeah, her husband found us in the car talking. At that point, Eddie and I went up to our room. I go, do not post any pictures because if Will knows and Will knows that we are with Ryan, this just looks bad for us.
Why were you on a trip with Ryan?
I mean, the thing about Tamara is they called her a lot of names and they say that she can be evil at times, but they always say she's not a liar. So I actually believe this story a lot. And even though Ryan did try to go on All About the Real Housewives podcast and give his own rendition of these stories, Tamara's just not the one. She's not the one to go up to, against. And I mean, I fully respect that because sometimes I look at it and I'm like, I don't want to mess with this broad, but I want to hear what you guys think, especially with the Morgan and Kyle again together, traveling together, the concerts together. How are we like at this? We know, Kyle. Guys, go ahead and comment below. Let us know what you think. And before you go, smash that like button, show some love, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.